You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape me, you bitch.
We are awesome. You have no idea how awesome we are. Alright, let's do this.
Do this. Yes. Okay. Welcome back to the Donkey Punch Central Awards for 2010. In case you haven't gotten a Donkey Punch yet, whack!
Ooh, he just Donkey
Punched. I did. You're going to have to throw the graphic. I hope you threw the graphic up on that one, too. Yeah. I'm just making more work for the editor is all I'm doing. It's like this. Donkey Punch. Donkey Punch.
I thought only I could throw up the Donkey Punch. You just Donkey Punched me.
3 times. I did, didn't I? Nice. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here, we're rolling right along on our movie awards. We got 3 awards that we're going to give out here, just sort of fairly quick ones. The first one,
yeah, right.
Yeah, fairly quick ones, which in our language means, hey, this video might not be an hour long. The first award we're going to give out is the I Expected More award, and basically what this was we were tasked with picking 3 movies each. That going into them, we thought we were going to get, we thought we were going to get something. We didn't end up getting that. We expected to get more out of the movie than we actually ended up getting on paper. Like, not even on paper, but...
not necessarily a bad movie. And, we haven't necessarily chosen bad movies, or we may have. I don't know. I don't know what he picked. Just movies that everyone does it. Yeah. They have the movies they expect so much, and then they get let down. No,
I picked at least one movie there. I picked... that may actually end up on my top 20, but I just, I still expected to get more out of it.
You want me to start?
Oh, yeah, sir. Fire away.
My number 3 movie is Iron Man 2.
Right.
I'm not a huge Iron Man fan, as a character. I know Chris is.
Yeah. I like Iron Man.
But I did like the first movie. It was surprisingly fun, and if The Dark Knight wasn't released that year, it would have been probably the best comic book movie of the year.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But it was just a lot of fun. It was different than The Dark Knight, just a good popcorn movie.
Yep.
Iron Man 2.
It was what I really liked about the first Iron Man. It was so lighthearted, but at the same time dealt with such serious issues like terrorism and shit. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
It was fun. Yeah, but Iron Man 2 it's like they tried to do that again, but for some reason it just didn't hit those highs.
No, it
didn't.
For
me. I don't know what it was. I don't even...
It did have Mickey Rourke.
It had Mickey Rourke. I mean, it has good actors and
It didn't really have to have Mickey Rourke.
No,
There's really...
Honestly, dude was nothing special in that movie.
The character was nothing special. It was you liked the character because it's oh, it's Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. So that's my number 3. It's just one of those things where, I'll probably say this for all 3 movies where it just, a little blander than I thought it was going to be, especially considering it's a sequel to quite a good movie.
A very solid comic book movie, absolutely. Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, Iron Man 2 is a solid choice. Iron Man 2 almost ended up on my list. It was very high up. It was certainly top 5. But we only got to pick 3. Yeah, so...
it's hard.
It is. It's tough. It's tough to nail it down to 3. My number 3 in the year that I expected more from... I'm sort of stuck between 2 here, but I'm going to go with the one that I mentioned before, the one that could potentially make my top 20 list, but... I'm not sure yet. It's very close. Paranormal Activity 2. Now, Paranormal Activity 2, I want to preface by saying I think I ranked it an 80. So, I ranked it as, quite a quality movie. And I thought that it was. The problem is, it came off the heels of the first Paranormal Activity, which I thought was fantastic. And I expected much... I expected the same level of fantasticness from Paranormal Activity 2. Problem with that being, I think they You know, it was the movie took place over too large of an area. I think one of the real appeal of the first one was that it was like just centered basically around their bedroom and a little bit of stuff outside of it, a couple of scenes in the living room and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was like their whole property and fucking Upper West Side of Manhattan and all this stuff. But I mean, you know, I was treated to a good movie, but not enough for me. I don't think, coming off the first Paranormal Activity, which I was a massive fucking fan of. You know, I expected so much more from the second one than what I got. Still got a good movie, but just expected so much more than what I got.
You done?
Oh, yeah.
Thank God.
I know.
You got there's no disagreement here. I was less excited to watch a sequel, not because I liked the first one any less, because it's one of those movies. It's pretty much, it's like the type of horror movie that I really love. Mm-hmm. I'm not like a massive horror fan by any means. I mean, I like pretty much any genre. Yeah. But I like these like movies like Paranormal Activity, The Last Exorcism, Blair Witch, of course. Mm-hmm. Those movies that are like the handheld cameras. Yeah. I really like the movies like that, and movies that they build and they build. And there might not be a scary part for a while, but then you see like a door move a little bit, and you're like, oh fuck. and then the next night it's like a footstep. I love that. I love the build. A lot of horror movies don't do that because it's very risky. Ah!
Exactly.
But yeah. It's risky because a lot of people don't like it. You find a lot of people that hated Paranormal Activity.
Absolutely.
For the reasons I love it, and you love it.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity 2, though, I wasn't as excited because it reeked cash in.
Yeah.
A year later, the same kind of idea. I mean, you know I love the first one, but you also know how hesitant I was to see Paranormal Activity 2. I actually said no. I was like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
And then I went like the next day with you or something.
Something like that.
But I ended up seeing it. But I can't remember what I was feeling over that. It reeked cash in. It was a good movie with a couple good scares. I like how it did tie in the story. That was alright.
Yeah.
Just it lacked the bang of the first one, and the reason it's not really considered for I expected more list is because I didn't expect more, because like I said, I felt it reeked cash in. So that's the only reason. It was a good movie, just more of the same.
Yeah.
It's a good choice,
yeah.
though.
And I think that's what troubled me the most, is it was sort of, you know, more of the same that didn't do the same things as well as it did in the first one.
Yeah.
So there's my number 3.
My number 2 is a movie called Red Hill. I heard really great things. It's a Western, and I heard really great things about it. It's not that it's a bad movie by any means. I mean, like these movies, Iron Man 2 I gave a fairly mediocre review on Criticker, but Red Hill I gave a 79 or something out of 100. Criticker.
Nice. So
I gave it a 79, which is actually a very good, almost great ranking for me, because the 80 is a great for me. So I definitely recommend it. It's just, I expected a 90. It had a cool story, like a guy breaks out of prison and comes back to the town to kill the people.
Right.
To kill people, and just it's got a nice twist and turn there, but there's just a couple wonky parts, and I'm not sure if maybe the movie is just more symbolic than I thought. Like I thought about it after, I thought maybe a lot of this was symbolism, but there's a part where there's a guy, and I think the guy was injured, he sees the bad guy close up, he takes like 5 shots, and even though he's injured, you would think he would hit him once, but the bullets, you know, they all miss, and that kind of reeks bad movie moment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, some things in the movie happened where I thought maybe it might have been symbolic, but I'm not sure. You know, if I'm like told by the director that it was meant to be symbolic, I might hike it up to an 85, and it